speaking to Mark Lamberti, the CEO of Imperial. Mark, thanks very much for your time. You dropped out of university to start a rock band. That's where we're going to start this interview. Give me a little colour.
Well, I'd played music at home. My mother was a musician, and I loved music, but a realization came to me in my second year of a BSc that was not what I wanted, and I wanted to do the things that I wanted to do. And so went off, played in a rock band for 4 years as a professional musician.
How did your parents respond? Because it was your father's dream for you to become an engineer.
Yes. Initially not well, but over time they came to recognize that each of us has to follow his or her own star.
What was the name of the rock band?
It was a band called the Gate Show Band.
The Gate Show Band.
Yeah.
4 years. Then you got married and
Right.
you decided you had to get a real job.
Right.
What was that real job?
Went back home to my father, and he and his brother had put up shopping centres in northern Natal in Newcastle, and got involved in a little store selling home appliances, TVs, hi-fis and so on, because I knew a bit about sound. But pretty soon realized that I wanted something bigger and more intellectually challenging than a small business where, as I'm sure you know, in a small business you're everything. You're the salesman, the delivery man, and so on and so on. And so decided if I wanted to learn about big business, I better get into a big business.
And that's where Bradlow's came into
Correct.
the picture. 640 Rand a month, if
Yes.
I'm correct.
Yes.
You learned everything
The branch
then?
manager of Bradlow's Ladysmith, yes, that's where it started. I moved up that organization until I was responsible for everything in that organization other than finance.
So you worked your way up at Bradlow's. Then what happened?
Then I was approached by Mervyn King and Nady Kirsch to join what was then called Trade Grow, and to help them with two very vibrant entrepreneurs who were running a little business called Jazz Stores. And I worked with them, and that was the first business that I took public.
Then fast track me to 1990, the founder of Massmart, and basically that was seeded by 6 macro stores.
Correct.
1990 you listed.
1988 I moved across to, I was attracted by the Wooltrue Group to go across and take over these 6 macro stores, which we formulated the strategy, and by 2000 we took it public. So from 88 until 2000 it was developing a business, a fairly high compound rate of growth, but towards the end of the 90s Wooltrue started to unbundle, and Massmart was listed at that time. 12 Rand 50 on July the 4th 2000. That was the listing price of Bradlow's.
12 Rand 50 on July the 4th?
2000.
2000.